Hi, it's Jenny from Makeup Cleaning and Cats. So I'm going to show you where I keep everything and then we'll do a little montage of putting everything into here. Throughout this year, I moved it from my nightstand to the bathroom. At some point, I had part of it here and part of it in my room and I don't know. So anyway, for now, it's in the bathroom. These items are in my nightstand. It's kind of a mess, so I didn't want to show you. This is my side of the medicine cabinet. This is kind of like joint stuff. And this is my husband's side. I have used this in the past, but I'm not gonna count it. This I decluttered to him, but maybe will be re-decluttered because he doesn't have long hair anymore. So anyway, yeah, let me see. Oh my god, I was waiting for like my voice to come back, but I feel like I still have a lightweight cough. Anyway, so in here, I've always had like a shop, as other people call it, of like backups. And yeah, I like having backups of shampoo and conditioner and soap and stuff. Not a huge amount, but anyway, so we have stuff here. We have stuff up here too, mainly toothpaste and stuff. I have I have a pregnancy test because I'm paranoid. This is Fatimo. I guess I only have stuff in here like face masks and stuff. And now he's on my lap and I can't move. Okay. And then we have a shower caddy with the current stuff. The suction cups kind of suck, but or don't suck, I guess, is the problem. But I basically just put it all the way to the bottom and it works better that way. But anyway, so that's where I keep all my stuff. All right, hopefully that doesn't fall off. I have a purse item, but I guess I'll try to remember. Also, there's hair here. I have not cleaned the bathroom. Don't look at it too closely. Oh, you know what? I kind of don't want to put the shower stuff on the top. I do include this in empties, but they're scattered everywhere, so I'm not gonna count them. I'm not gonna count hydrogen peroxide either. Razors, not gonna count. Jewelry cleaner, not gonna count. I still haven't used it. Should. I'm like, do I count? Do I count the cat shampoo? I mean, maybe I should because I do have other like leave-on stuff. Whoa, for this I'm just gonna count my toothpaste. Okay, I'm leaving my husband's toothpaste and the pregnancy tests. And I think I'm gonna include candles too. Should I include this? I guess I'll include the hand soap too. I don't know, it's like, where do I draw the line? I'm not gonna count pads, but maybe I'll count complex. These are kind of heavy, huh? Hopefully nothing fucking cracks. This is kind of a bad idea. Okay. The tub was keeping hair stuff. It's like hair clips, so it's not. Maybe I'll just put the whole box in here. And then I have toiletries. Okay, so I've included a couple more things to the box as well as my nail polish box. Okay, so I added a few more things. I am going to start with the makeup. Okay, my phone's gonna get full, so I'll come back, okay? Okay, so this is the overview of my makeup. I'm gonna start from the largest category to the smallest category. I kind of arranged last year's similarly, but the overview picture is different because, again, I arranged from largest to smallest. Okay, so maybe I should actually zoom in. Should I do that? Do you guys care? I don't know. So the first category is brushes, and it went up by a lot. It was 4 last year and it went up to 14, so 10 more. So this brush was lost. I purchased these 3 pink ones. I actually bought 5 but decluttered 2 of them. I purchased this one as well, and these were a Christmas present. So yeah, it went up by a lot. It'll give me a chance to kind of try out different shapes, because usually I just end up keeping like the fluffy ones because, you know, amateur makeup person. Oh wait, I forgot. I was gonna say the names of things. So this one's from a cargo palette. This is Elf. This is the brand Danielle. I think it was from Ross or something. This is also Elf. This is Laura Lee. This is Glossier. And then these were from Ross. I don't know what the brand was. Does it have it on here? I guess JLB Cosmetics. There you go. Okay. So last year I had 9 blushes and now I have 8. Basically I just moved stuff around. So I moved a blush to the lip category, which I mixed with Aquaphor. I will show that to you next. And then I moved 1 blush to the eyeshadow category because I really like using it as an eyeshadow and it's a bit much as a blush. And I also actually moved an eyeshadow into the blush category. So this is supposed to be a multi-stick, but I prefer this as a blush. So yeah, but I'm very proud I did not buy any freaking blush this year. Blush is definitely my kryptonite, and I'm just very proud that I didn't buy any blush. So good job me. I will say the names of things. This is Flower Beauty Wild Rose, Cover FX Mojave Mauve, I believe. Yap. And Besame Cosmetics Apricot. Besame Cosmetics Poppy. And Rare Beauty Nearly Berry. Kind of weird that I know the names, but anyway. And then we have the e.l.f. multi-stick in Sparkling Rose. This one I purchased a year or 2 ago, so this one is the new formula. It's not a sparkly, which is why I don't like it as an eyeshadow, but it does look cute as a blush. Not very lasting, but whatever. And then I have Milk in Spritz, I think. Yes. I'm not gonna say the full names of things because like they kind of go crazy. Glossier Storm. For lip products, I went from 7 to 6. Okay, so I finished the Glossier lip balm. I used it on my hands and feet and as a lip mask. I did not like the texture of it. I used up this Nivea Cherry Balm, which I still have the component. Finished this, what is it called? Ritual Defy Balm. It was a very pretty color. It was berry, it's not this, it's something else. Yeah, it was a very pretty color, but it was in a potted thing. It was a multi-balm. On the cheeks did not work. Same with eyes. And then as for purchases, I purchased 2 Aquaphors, one that I finished, plus this one. And I also purchased this Nivea in Blackberry. I forgot I did declutter a liquid lipstick. It was a brown one from About Face. It transferred, so I got rid of it. And as for the names, this is Maybelline Accelerator. Yeah, okay, so this is Maybelline. Can you stop moving? This is Maybelline Accelerator, Lime Crime, Black Velvet, Nivea Blackberry, like I already said. This is Aquaphor and Besame Cosmetics. What is it? Crimson. This is Blossom, I don't know, clear lip oil, lip gloss, whatever. And then Aquaphor, which let's see how big it originally is. So again, I use this on my hands and feet too sometimes. So anyway, that's pretty good. I always feel like this category is pretty small, but then it ends up being the 3rd largest category. So I'm like, okay, I guess maybe it's not. To be honest, I'm more likely to use tinted lip balms. I've been tempted by lip stains, like some of the Korean lip stains, but I don't know, maybe I should just stick to lip balms for now, because you know that's what I go through and then that's what I like. So my eyeshadow palettes went up. It went from 3 to 5, but that's because I moved stuff around again. So this palette was technically in my arts and craft / random empty stuff that I've kept because I might print and stuff. So yeah, so I ended up saving this and putting magnets on it, and now I'm using it with mostly the original stuff. This one actually just fell out right now, so I think I'm gonna have to repress it. I like repressed half of it into this one. Anyway, so I did that, And then this was originally a blush, then I moved it to the eyeshadow category, and now I moved it to the palette category because the blush that was in here is in Limbo. Again, in the bag I showed you. I really like this little tiny palette. It's cute. And anyway, I guess the main thing is like I didn't want to get rid of it because it's so cute. Mainly because it's a cat. I do like anime, but I've never watched Sailor Moon. I know. Terrible. Anyway, and then I purchased this palette this year, and I decluttered a palette sort of like this one, but it was pink with little faces. This is officially in my donation box with my clothes, so I think I am gonna donate that since, you know, I can't donate makeup, but, you know, an empty palette is fine. My bad, I didn't really say the names. It's kind of a mishmash of things. This is Pat McGrath, Floor something, Fantasia, something like that. These slanty guys are Wet n Wild. This tiny guy is Elf in Quartz or something like that. Rosewater or Rose Quartz, something like that. These are Tarte Flirt. This is from an Amazon palette. The brand was Apple or maybe Da Vinci. Apple Da Vinci, I don't know, something like that. I have these little guys from ColourPop Sweet Talk and other stuff because whatever. This one was from AOA. This palette was from Amazon, but I put these stickers on, also from Amazon. They were my husband's, but the main thing I didn't like about this palette is that they put the name like off-centered weird. So the stickers fixed it, okay? And I like that they're kind of matte. And then this is, Pat McGrath already said that. This is the ColourPop one. And then this is also from Amazon. It's just an acrylic thing. Again, I put the stickers on there because I couldn't see the top and the bottom because I wear glasses. Okay, I'm just gonna drag stuff down because it's kind of a mess going around. Okay, so for my eyeliners, I went from 5 to 3. I decluttered the red Halloween one. The black one I was still using, but I broke it, so I ended up buying a replacement, and I got this NYX liquid liner. Okay, I totally forgot that I also finished that e.l.f. roll-up liner. And the other two are the same. This is Carmella. The red one, I don't know if there's a color. This is Lamel. I don't think this has a color, but the purple one. These both were from Amazon. And this I think has gotten definitely shorter. So for single eyeshadows, I went from 5 to 3. So like I said, the ColourPop blush thing is in Limbo, and I moved one of these cream sticks to the blush category. It's KVD Snapdragon. This is e.l.f. Glistening Peach. They changed the formula, so you can't get it anymore. This one's still the same formula. This is, because I got it 1 or 2 years ago. This is Glimmering Guava, and I don't use it that much, as you can see. But anyway, also e.l.f. So for my face palettes, I still have the same two. This Likely Makeup Fairy Blush, and this is e.l.f. Cream blush palette, which they don't sell anymore. They still sell the contour or the bronzer one, but not the blush one. Like I probably should get rid of this. It smells a little funny. This went up by 1, so I had 1 foundation and now I have 2. I finished the Glossier one in the picture, and I purchased 2 this year. No, last year. Yeah, last year. So I purchased the CoverGirl in medium light, I believe, and the Glossier in G10, which is also medium light. Previously, I was getting medium neutral, but it still was yellow, so I've been going with that. This is a little bit too light. I think this one does match me better. But anyway, ideally, one would be better, but I'm almost done with this one. So I bought this backup because it was on sale. Same with this one. I hadn't finished the other Glossier one before I purchased this because it was on sale and it was getting there, you know? Okay, and everything else is 1. So I have 1 mascara. I'm doing the 6-month thing, so I have to replace this pretty soon. And then for eyebrow category, I had 0 and now I have 1. This is an eyebrow tint that I don't use very often, but I do use sometimes. It like breaks off some of your hair and it doesn't last, but I'm still keeping it for now, like I said in the previous video. But Anyway, most of the time if I do fill in my eyebrows, I just use a brown eyeshadow, usually this one. So I do think I might consider buying an eyebrow pencil, either a roll-up or the pen, but we'll see. And I still have the same eyelash curler one, and I now have a makeup sharpener, just one. Before I was using just regular pencil sharpeners, but I felt like I could never get this to like go all the way around. It would always be just like halfway. Maybe it's just a good sharpener. I don't know if there's a difference between makeup and regular, but anyway, yeah, I wasn't gonna include tools, but I included it in the previous time, so whatever. Oh wait, I have one more thing. Did I talk about this? I don't think I did. Okay, I probably should have included this before the tool, but anyway. And then the last thing is powder. I had one last year, and now I have one. I finished the e.l.f. powder. I did use it on my hair too, though. And I purchased this Maybelline one with, again, light medium 20. I think this still looks kind of yellowy for some reason. But anyway, yeah, that's it for my makeup. I kind of got rearranged and stuff. I am gonna see if I can squeeze everything in there. I feel like the nail polish, I might not be able to like spread them out because it's a lot. But anyway, this is everything else. I might move this stuff into like a single line. Maybe. I don't know. I'll wash these two because, yeah. Which, by the way, this I'm only counting as one, even though it has two sides. I don't know. I am counting the pans. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did count the pans. My cat was kind of like, you know, doing his stuff, so should be more or less right. I have 15 blush pans and 64 eyeshadow pans, and the total was 47. I forgot to say that. So I went from 41 to 47, which is quite sad, but it's okay. I think the main reason was the brushes. I did declutter a little bit of things, but because I was doing the one in one out with Project Pan, I don't think that was a problem. But again, I didn't really count tools as, like even this one I didn't count as the one in one out. And then these black ones I was probably gonna get rid of once I got these, but because these weren't that good, I ended up keeping these two. Christmas present, blah blah blah. Okay, don't feel terrible about it, and I guess I'm still under 50, so I guess it's fine. Oh, I forgot to mention that another thing is that in the eyeshadow category I had this Moon Dust eyeshadow, which I moved the compact to here, so if I use it this year in any shape or form, I will count it next year. But for now I actually moved it into here, which I don't know if you saw earlier. Woo, almost dropped it. Oh wait, but this is not in a single file line. Why am I so annoying, guys? Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back. I got tired. I'm not gonna include everything after all. This is more or less all that stuff. And then what I am not including is this stuff. This hand soap. I guess I can talk about it very shortly, but anyway, I have this hand soap. We don't have any backups at the moment. Nice smelling hand soap is cool, but this is fine, and it's like gentle on the skin. I have this backup alcohol because I didn't realize that we had some. And then I have this alcohol and a spray bottle. I do use it to clean my makeup and random stuff, and the heater is on. I have some cat related things. I have some anti-itch stuff. I usually don't use this for sun stuff, mostly like bug bites and stuff, but now I've been using just like peppermint and water in a spray bottle. This was refilled with that. I have cortisone. I have two open. Again, anti-itch. I have contacts. I have 2 boxes plus 2 tiny boxes opened, and then this what are you called? Contact solution. And then in here I have mostly empty guys and just 1 toothpaste. Again, everything else is empty. And then I have this leave-in conditioner that I'm actually trying to use up, but it originally was in my travel bag. And then in here I am missing some things. These I'm not gonna count because whatever. Husband's deodorant, toothpaste, micellar water that came with a 2-pack of the other one. A leave-in conditioner, the shampoo, and the the shampoo and the body wash are at my sister's, so that might be gone. She has a little RV thing, guest house, and I have the body lotion in my purse, which I think I showed that to you earlier. I don't know. I have pads. And then I have a moisturizer, aloe vera, because it was during the summer it was pretty bad with the mosquito bites and I was going to my sister's a lot. A razor, toothpaste. A razor, toothbrush, toothpaste, a deodorant. So this one I probably will use up after the other one I have is gone. I like the coconut one the best. And I have this, which is 3.8. It is not plain safe, but I was mostly doing trips to my sister, hanging out with the baby, so it's like 40-minute drive. So anyway, yeah, and so that's that. And then the nail polish is not fit, obviously. It's a lot. I'm just gonna grab the phone. I'm sorry if it is shaky. I'll try not to be shaky. So my problem areas are makeup and skincare. Makeup because it's cute, and skincare because I have issues with my skin, right? So yeah, makeup I think is probably the hardest thing, but I feel like I did good. Skincare, I think I've been doing pretty good too. Again, I'm doing the 1 in 1 out thing, and I think almost all the skincare is from last year. And the only thing that's super old is this blackhead mask, but I do want to finish it. So I think I'm doing pretty good. So I did not do any inventory last year. So let's see how many we have. Okay, so I have 4 cleansers apparently. I have my micellar water Bioderma that I use sometimes. I have the Haru Haru Wonder Oil. Maybe I should stand that one up. That I always forget to use. And then these 2 are the ones that I use every day. It's the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide blah blah blah. Too expensive for what it was, but my skin was having issues, and so I was like, oh yeah, that sample was good. My skin liked it, but anyway, probably shouldn't have bought it, but it's fine. And then I found out that Panoxyl has a bar format, so had I known that, I probably would have skipped this one. But anyway, so I basically double cleanse, but whatever. Sometimes even triple. But anyway, this is Panoxyl in 10%. For moisturizers, I just have 1. I have the Red Bean Water Gel Beauty of Joseon. I don't know how to say Joseon. I don't know. And then I have 2 face sunscreens from Skin Aqua. I really like the texture of this. It's kind of hard to get apparently. So anyway, I came in a pack of 2, so I have a backup. I mean, I think this is probably still going to take me forever. I probably should be putting more at a time, but you know. So I have 4 serum / treatments. I have the CosRx honey serum. I have the kojic acid. I don't know what the brand is. Skin Set Go apparently. Okay. Azelaic acid. Cormesic. This is pretty new. I'm using it on my nose to see if sebaceous filaments go away. This I'm using for hyperpigmentation. I stopped using it because then I read more into it and it had 2 other acids that my skin doesn't like, but I've been using it for the past week and I think my skin likes it. Hopefully it's fine. It's like halfway-ish, maybe even more. It's really nice and hydrating, kind of sticky, but I like it. And then benzoyl peroxide is my hero. Is my what is it called? It is by Holy Grail. So what's that bar has benzoyl peroxide? I think I did say that. Okay, and then we have this Lanbena blackhead mask that has little papers. It leaks, so that's why it's in a cupcake holder. I still want to finish it. And then we have this sulfur acne treatment. It smells pretty fucking bad, but I'm gonna keep it at least until it expires, and I will try to remember to use it here and there. Benzoyl peroxide is better, and it doesn't smell as bad. I would consider getting a sulfur cleanser because, again, sebaceous filaments apparently it's good for that. I have Ilso, again, same thing, sebaceous filaments. I've only used it a handful of times, and I was breaking out a lot, and I had used this around the same time, so then I was kind of scared to use it again, but I think I'm going to use it again in conjunction with this guy. And then for all of these, I'm going to count them as masks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have the dermal sheet masks. I gave some of these away for Christmas. They have like different things, but honestly I think they're the same. I really like them. I've repurchased them like 3-4 times already. I purchased these gel masks recently, have not tried them out. For acne patches, like having clear ones and then cute ones, I thought the cute ones didn't do anything, so I sometimes would double them, but they actually do something. I probably would get a different kind though. Okay, I'm talking way more in this part, but anyway. And then for shower stuff, I like to have like 1 backup at a time, sometimes 2 if it comes in a 2-pack. But anyway, we have this Pantene shampoo. It's like pretty low. I have this L'Oreal shampoo in backup. I have this conditioner, Pantene. I have this Olay body wash. And then I have this bar soap from Dollar Tree, Yardley. So yeah, so I didn't even count. So 2 shampoos, 1 conditioner, 2 body washes, and then 1 shave oil. My husband uses it sometimes. Don't like the smell. And then for hair stuff, I have 3. So I have a leave-in treatment, like conditioner, detangler type of thing. Then I got this birthday dry shampoo thing that I still have not used, and it's been like 6 months, but I was using the powder. And then I guess for the body category, I have 1 body lotion, 2 sunscreens. This is like lowish. This one's backup. For perfume, I have 3. These 2 are the same thing. Strawberry pound cake. This is Philosophy Fresh Cream. This is kind of a perfume, but not really. Peppermint. As more of an essential oil, I guess you could say. But I counted it with perfume because I do spray it on me sometimes. And then for deodorant, I have 2, but technically I have 3. The one in the toiletry bag. So after I finish this, I will use that one. This one is kind of stingy, but I was like smelling a lot during the summer. But you know, the hack I found out is that you're supposed to use deodorant at night, so it actually works. So that helped, but also coconut is way better than any of these scents for my body chemistry at least. And then for chronic pain, I have 2 things. I feel like I have 1 more thing, but maybe it's just the 2. I have Icy Hot, and then I have this red pepper thing. And then toothpaste is not really a big deal. I get like a big ass pack from Sam's Club. I don't like these caps. I like the taste of it, so yeah, so I have 4. And then I have the baby little one in the toiletry bag, but I guess I'm not counting those. And then this was alcohol, but I guess I ended up not counting it, so I guess that can be moved. I included candles apparently. So I have 6 candles and 2 room spray things. So these 3 are in use. This one I feel like doesn't smell anymore, so maybe I should get rid of it. Anyway, this is World Market Polynesian Pineapple. This is IB Botanics Sandalwood Rose. This is this is True Living Welcome Home. This is Martha Stewart, I think. Martha Stewart, I don't know. Apple Honey Butter, TW Home. Okay. And Tuscany Black Cat Brew. And then you have Sleep by Bath and Body Works and a Febreze thing. So this one is in the bathroom. This one is underneath the bathroom, but I'll probably use this after I finish this one. And all of these, so the only ones that I've purchased were these 2, and the rest were presents / declutters. So that's how we got those. And then for these, I'm not gonna count them, y'all. Y'all really want me to count it? Okay, so for the nail polish, I was not gonna count, but sure, I'll count. I won't count the tools though. Oh yeah, so this is a little bag I have in my purse with the moisturizer and the lip balm. Alright, so basically I'm doing a no nail polish left behind, and everything that I've used is floating around in here. This one actually I have not used, so I don't know why it's in there. But anyway, so this is where we're at, the project pan. In this bag I have my greens and my blues. In this one I have neutral, white, black, brown, gold. And here I have my tools and then the top base coat. I have orange, pinks, and reds in here, and a random yellow. And then I have grays and purples. This is lower just because I've used my fades. I was gonna tell you something, but I forgot it was. So this category is really fucking big, but it's not a problem area because I don't buy nail polish anymore. Like, I'm banned from buying nail polish. Last year, I think I only bought the base top coat unless I purchased it the previous year. And then like 2 years ago, I guess now, I bought only one colored nail polish because I didn't have any of like the light pink. Well, originally I wanted jelly, but anyway, this is the only one that I bought like 2 years. And then before then, it's been like, 5+ years I haven't bought anything. So I get tempted by the indie, I get tempted by the jelly. I freaking some stuff to kind of, get the itch. I'm gonna put these back with the colors. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 63 nail polishes, which is a lot. I thought I actually had 100. So I guess it's a little bit better than I thought it was. It's still a lot, and my makeup is 47, I think we said. So, okay. Which again, I have tools and stuff. I'm not gonna count those. Like, I have some like nail art stuff and all that. Now I want to put everything on the table and like stand it up. But I'm also kind of lazy, so I'm not going to. Maybe next year. Okay, so I ended up actually counting the stuff in the box. There was a couple of random things missing here and there, and then there were still some things that I did not include. But anyway, here's a list if you're curious. Hopefully it's not that blurry once it's exported. Total was 184. I used Google Sheets, by the way, so you can get that for free. You don't need Excel. That was everything. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.